What's up, man? This is S.O.A.K TV, son of a King TV. I'm not gonna hold you. We're back with another reaction. This is NBA. We're gonna keep it going. Right now, we looking at Jalen Rose's his 2 cents on this whole Kyrie KD kind of situation here.
To stay healthy. It puts more pressure on James Harden to look at KD like, wait a minute, y'all had me force my way out of Houston, but your man ain't getting vaccinated? So then James Harden quit on the Nets. He started dogging it. Hey, Hannah, there's footage in Detroit this past year where the ball rolled into the backcourt. And James Harden let the ball roll to his feet, never bent over to pick it up. When a Piston player went and dunked the ball, and I looked at the sideline, and nobody said nothing to Harden. Not a coach, not another player. When I said that, I was like, this ain't going to work. And then so you graduate the story more, and the Nets become the only team not to win a playoff game. See, last year, KD was so very terrific in the playoffs against the Bucks. Even though they lost, people kind of gave them a moral victory, saying if they would have had a healthy Harden, if they would have had a healthy Kyrie, they would have won. But that didn't matter because the Bucks went on to win the championship. So now all of a sudden you get into this offseason, the Nets look back at the last 3 years and they're like, you know what? We're not going to take back our organization. When we brought them to us, Kyrie said, coaching ain't really important to us. So what did they do? They didn't go hire.
Yeah. So basically, what he said, right? So the Nets said they're gonna take back the organization, and that's where the agenda is right there. That's where that's where everything is, because the Nets have the most superstars. Had at one time the most superstars in the league, like the top five, they had. It was just like Miami. They had 3 of the top 10 players in the league, and none of them are going to be there starting next season. And that is in a way the Nets saying, we, the smallest team, the start off as the weakest team, like, we are going to be the ones to make that stand. We're going to be the ones to take that, to have that courage to leave a dysfunctional situation. It's dysfunctional to have these players running the league the way they are. It's dysfunctional. We don't like it. We don't like these new players always being able to go here and go there, and it's not the same anymore. They should just be at one team and play there, and they should end their careers there, and they should have. What about football players? You got football teams change every season. They change every season. We know that. We know that. We don't get too much on them players though, because that house is already under control. Warden already got that house on lock and key, and they're trying to bring it back for the NBA. They're trying to, because these players making close to half a million dollars. No, whoa. These players making close to how much they're making? A lot of money. They're making a lot of money, and you start hearing them talk. You start hearing LeBron talk about, man, I want to get a team. 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 Then you start looking around. You start, man, Jordan got a team. All right. That was straight. You know, it's Jordan. Okay, Bird got a team. All right, cool. All right, that Bird. LeBron trying to get a team. You don't know about that. Like, so you start seeing them come back in these positions, and these owners, they're not having it. They don't want it. You know what I'm saying? They do not want you. Okay, cool. Inmates may run a yard, but you're not gonna eat at the table. You's not gonna eat at the table. You know what I'm saying? You still need to come to me for this food, and I'm only gonna give you what I'm willing to give you now. So he's talking a lot, but we know what he's really saying.
So what did they do? They didn't go hire one of the greatest coaches. They wouldn't hire Steve Nash because he could do a really good job and he was familiar and he's an all-time great player, but also that made the players comfortable. And when you watch them play against the Nets, you notice Ime Udoka can challenge Jason Tatum. He can challenge Jaylen Brown. Kyrie wasn't going to be challenged by Steve Nash. KD knows that too. So when Kyrie opts back in, KD's like, I'm out of here, period. And so the crazy thing is not he's just breaking up with the Nets. He's also breaking up with Kyrie. This is one of the most fascinating things in the history of the NBA, to see an all-time great player like KD go to the Warriors, win back-to-back finals MVPs, leave the Warriors so he can be the best player leading a championship situation with Kyrie Irving. They have to watch two of their former teams play in the finals, and then the Warriors win it without you. That has to be the final straw for KD. This is fascinating.
He said fascinating, but he really trying to mean embarrassing. He's trying to shade KD, because look at the clips they're playing. Kyrie missing. We all know Kyrie is a baller. Why the only clips they're showing is him missing? Right? It's all to play into his words, what he's saying. He's saying that he's not just leaving the organization, he's breaking up with Kyrie. How though? How? Kyrie's not staying. Like, everyone knows, okay, bro, Kyrie opted in. Well, let's go back from the top, man. They didn't want to give Kyrie what he felt like he was worth. They paid Zion. Zion ain't never played in the league or whatever, but he's worth it though. He's the #1 pick and he's worth it though. Kyrie's not worth it. He's not worth. Okay, so yeah, this was a rough year. It's not his fault that New York was crazy the way it was. It's not his fault. If it was Florida, that man would have been playing every game. Feel me? Except the ones in New York. But so it's not his fault. You know, if so that you couldn't blame him for that. Okay, yeah, he had that thing earlier when he left, whatever. All right, cool, man. We cleaned that up already. It's straight. Did you not see what happened with IT in Boston? How quick they got rid of IT after his sister died and he played that same day for them. When he was injured, he should have been rehabbing his hip, but he got injured. They didn't pay him a dime. Kyrie like, man, y'all not worth it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm dealing with real stuff, real life family stuff, real life personal stuff, I'm dealing with it, bro. Period. So yeah, man, the organization wants to kind of take control back, and they're trying to pin it like, oh, he's breaking up with Kyrie type of thing, and Kyrie's this bad person. Kyrie was never gonna stay there. He opted in so he can get traded. KD knew that. Man. KD's been in the league. He's a savant. He knows the deal. He knows. The pundits were even talking about it. So it's not like it was Kyrie opting in that made KD leave. No. It was Kyrie opted in begrudgingly. All right. I'm out of here, man. First thing I gotta get traded. I gotta get out of here. KD like, all right, bet. I'm out of here too. Like, shoot, they don't have to trade me or whatever, but I'm letting them know I'm done with this place because of how they treated you, my dog, my homie. That's loyalty. That takes courage. It don't take courage to stay in a situation, bruh. It take courage to leave a situation. Don't you know? But you want him to leave his homeboy, his road dog. You want him to leave him versus leave the organization that didn't even stand up for him. That didn't even offer him what the man felt he was worth. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't asking for so much more like money. Like it's a lot of money, yeah. But he said, man, I want to be with y'all long term, like we initially started off. Like that was my word. That was his word. He signed. It's my time. Give me what we had agreed on. But y'all want to go back on y'all word. I feel like that's pressure coming down from the government, maybe. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. I feel like it's coming down from up top. Like, no, we can't do it. This man made too big of a mess, and that's why every chance people get, they bash him. They don't bash Aaron Rodgers every chance they get. They did for like a week, but you don't hear about that no more. You hear about Kyrie. So, man, it's S.O.A.K TV, man. There's a lot more to break down. We just gonna, as it comes, you know, we'll put something out. Till next time.
Subscribe.